Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KIKAO with me El Tazy, and seated right next to me is my co-host is the one and only Sir Georges,
Ole Mokindi.
Ole Parako, and a good people Mwanze Kenya. Sir Georges, mambo yanaendelea mzuri, pole pole. Watu wameacha kulalamika, kulikuwa kumepangwa maandamano vizuri. Naona kama kukitengela mtaa ilikuwa safi, watu wakuwa na maana. So I think Kenyans are picking up from where they left, which is they're resilient. Kenyans are picking up. You know, Kenyans are very resilient people. Kenyans don't give up easily. We are a special breed.
Hybrid.
Hybrid. How about hybrid? So I want us to embark on our first episode of this topic is called entitlement. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to do it in around 4 episodes about it. So I don't know. Let us start with just entitlement. Basically, what do you understand by entitlement? Just the word itself.
From the Britons, I think it is like feeling that you own, you belong, you actually possess. You know, it's like it's mine, it's me. It's not me, nobody else. It's like you feeling yani wewe ndiyo.
You deserve. Is it like you deserve?
Not deserving. Is you own it.
You own it.
Yes. It's like it's for you. Without you, what is it for anyway? It was created for you. Without you.
So this I want us to start. I don't know. It's a very big topic. I can give you the opportunity to choose from which angle to start with. I have about 4. So there is entitlement in the family. That is the firstborn entitlement, which is a very very popular in Africa. And there is the wife entitlement, where your wife feels she's entitled to what you own. And then there is the friend, who is the entitlement of the friend who believes, you know, we grew up together. And there is the church entitlement. And then there is the political entitlement. So where do you feel like we should start? How about now, so let us start with the entitlement in the family, the firstborn. Because I've come to realize many firstborns feel entitled to the home, like they are the bosses of the home. They are the ones who own the home. Yes, especially in the absence of the father. They believe that they own the home, they own what is in the home. Is it really viable in this ilitoka wapi, this culture, especially because I don't think it's only in Africa.
It's not only in Africa. It's all over the world. And you can understand it because being the firstborn.
Are you a firstborn?
I'm not. I'm not the firstborn. I'm not even second, not third, not fourth, not fifth.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Kwa mbali. Mbali sana. Unajua kuna entitlement mara mbili kwa family. Kuna ya firstborn na lastborn. Lastborns wanasikianga kama they own the mother and the father. And it can be understood because the firstborn, by the time the secondborn comes, the firstborn is maybe 4 or 5 years. And in most cases, you find that like when you're in college, yes, people would date, and the girl becomes pregnant in college. So she gets a baby, and then after that, munaoana baadaye.
Yes.
So by the time you are getting the second one, the first one is almost 10 years. So this is almost the same age with the mother. So so it's like, of course, that child will feel that I'm the one, and of course, is the one who has nurtured the others, feeding the others, you know. So there is that entitlement because this person is the one who has nurtured the others. So he or she feels that I am the firstborn, so I am like mother, like father.
There's a series that was very, very, very popular around 2 to 3 years ago. It was called Empire. It was a musical family. So they were showing the story of how musicians and their own record labels.
So what happens is an estate becomes an estate when your father passes on.
Yes.
As long as your father is alive, anything that is in his name belongs to him, and there is no way you can take him if you want to sell.
Kwa hivyo hata vijana vile wanataka kusimamisha, unasikia kijana anachukua panga na unadai, why are you selling our property? Kijua ni ya babu yenu, babu
ya babu sio ni ya baba yangu, hiyo ilikuwa ya baba yangu, si ndio?
Yes.
Sasa baba yako na wewe akupatie nini yake? Kwa nini unataka ya baba yangu? Kwani baba yangu ni baba yako?
So hii story yote inakuaga vijana mnasikia vile mlango.
Ni kukosa hekima, ni kukosa akili, ni kukosa masomo.
There is no law.
Yes, matrimonial home, where you live, where your mother lives, not you, not even you, your mother. Your mother has more rights to your father's property than you as a son.
And when we are there is the story of this gospel musician, Guardian Angel, and Esther Lucilla, the wife. The wife was married to a rich man, and the wife was also okay. Passed on. The kids were young. She got married to Guardian Angel. Now the kids, the firstborn son, entitlement, aleta kotini. Akasema, you know what? You mom, you are the administrator of this way when we were young, when you were not married. But now you are married. When you're married, I don't know if that's true because you know a lot of this, but when you are married, you cease being the administrator of that will because now you have another husband. So
it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that because you see, as a wife, you have powers over the property of your husband, the late husband. Not even the late, even when your husband is alive, you have some sway in it.
Yes.
But when your husband dies, you now become an administrator for the estate of that man, for the kids.
Yes.
And you have your shares, but the kids also have their own shares.
Yeah.
So if you get married, then you no longer are supposed to administer the estate of the father, the needs of your ex-husband, your late ex-husband.
Yes.
You cannot be an administrator, so the children are supposed to take over.
And that is not entitlement, you kijana.
Why? It's not entitlement. It's the right. You see, entitlement is not right. No.
By the way, on a night alone, tata nani abe koti imepatia nguvu. Ule mtoto Kibaki watu alitokea kule mzee. That is very true. Actually, alikuwa gazeti juzi. Court wamesema the court have given the concept that they can now do a DNA. So yule ndio pale alikuwa ya Kenya akasema wamemnyima everything, no share in the family. Babake alikuwa ni Kibaki. Amepata hivyo.
Because you see, I told you, an estate
is different from the material.
An estate is different from your property of the owner. You see, if Kibaki was alive, you tell him, I'm not giving you a dime.
Yes.
You will tell Jimmy, I'm not giving you a single cent.
And there's nothing.
You will tell Judy, I'm not giving you anything because this is my property. Look for yours.
Yes.
But as long as you die, it becomes the estate of Kibaki.
They believe.
You see,
when you're back.
No, not when you're back. Mwenye kufa. It becomes the estate of mwenye kufa. So it's supposed to be shared among the beneficiaries.
So the estate comprises of all the things that you own.
Vehicles. Everything.
When we were hearing about the estate, I think the first time I heard about the estate was it Nairobi.
Even the money in the bank is part of this. So everything that you own.
That was the first time I had an estate. So nilikuwa nasema ukilima kwa na estate mingi.
Hakuna estate kubwa.
Gari liko wapi? Where is this estate?
Yeah, it's not estate in terms of land. It's not. It's what you own. Even if you're in a guitar like these ones, it becomes part of your estate. So it's supposed to be shared amongst your children, amongst your beneficiaries, because you can decide your kids are going to get minimum.
Yes.
Your sister is going to get more.
Yes.
Your brother is going to get more. Depends on what you want. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this now, do you think that history entitlement will just going to ruin family? You know, say you speak it of fact word, whether one behind it. Because some fact words, even there are people who will not do anything, but they're fast words and they will feel entitled. And you know, then some it will even affect them. What do you think? Can it ruin family?
You know,
The family.
In a family, each one of us is bound to have his own family. And as I always say, a wise person would want to be the origin of ancestral land.
Yeah.
So look for your own land.
Yeah.
Make it the ancestral land for your generation.
Yes.
Now, if your family has been learning businesses as a family, then it's the work of the old man or the old lady to know who is supposed to lead the family. Now, in Africa, mostly we lead until we die. But in some cultures, like for example, the Asian culture, you know, their family, even when you look for the Asian families in Kenya, they are tightly knit. So that the mama, the wife, manages the kitchen, managing the children of the wives of the sons. Yeah. And then the guy manages the boys.
Yeah.
So when they grow old,
I was in this series known as Empire. You could see that the firstborn had really hustled with the father and the mother. You know, so he really ungesema kweli this guy deserves because he was there with them. But anyway, don't you feel like Sir George, this can I call it a spirit of entitlement? How about the 720? What is it? Because I have a feeling of entitlement. Let's call it a feeling of entitlement. It's coming in the way of, you know, especially successions in the family. And even when the parents pass away, don't you feel like the entitlement, feeling of entitlement, does really come in between families?
But you see, entitlement is a feeling, but you cultivate for it. It's like there is some input you have.
Personal.
Yes, personal input. So it's like you're feeling it has to be like this way because I have done this much. So it's a feeling because of your contribution towards the project of the family.
But for instance, in the family, the firstborn, isn't it just like the name firstborn is the problem, especially in African societies? Because I'm in Africa and I've lived in an African environment.
No, you see,
I know you know that.
Of course you are an African. So those are not news.
Yes.
So,
yes.
So what somebody need to understand is a firstborn. Firstborns are always glorified, and a firstborn expects, there is expectation that you ought to be higher than everybody else, that you have contributed more than everybody else. And in most cases, firstborns ends up being poor because they will put a lot of effort in maybe educating the younger ones, especially when in the absence of their parents, the firstborn takes the responsibility, the role of a parent. So eventually, they deny themselves so much for the sake of the young ones. Yeah. But when the siblings grow up, they have nothing to do with them. So that, and they die early. Sometimes the firstborns will always suffer. And so that entitlement comes because of inputs. You cannot be entitled having done nothing. Okay, there are those who don't do, just being firstborn, you feel like you have the responsibility of, I mean, you have some mileage,
yes,
some bonga points,
yes. because hata ukiangalia succession ya mafamilies mob you find the will perhaps has been written to, you know, this and this one is getting this, but some firstborns will be like, you know, why are they getting this? I'm supposed to, it's all
Be the
supposed to come to
administrator.
me and be the administrator.
Yes.
You get, so I don't know, but I don't know what happens in especially in families, because ndio umechangia familia yako imekuwa, umechangia siblings wako, your brothers and sisters come up well, but did you actually contribute anything to the hustle of your father and mother?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's only, I said it's a feeling. It's a feeling that makes you glorify yourself. You know, and act like you deserve more.
Yes.
But I don't think being a firstborn qualifies you to be the governor in a family.
Yes.
Because eventually you have your own branch of a family.
Yeah.
So being a firstborn does not qualify you to be the ruler of your brothers and sisters.
Kuna firstborn akisema ni sheria kwa familia.
Lakini now wale wengine ndio wanatakana wajue. For example, in the absence of your parents, the firstborn has no right to dictate what you do, because you have equal rights. You know, a child has firstborn and lastborn. Say you are 10 of you. The firstborn and the lastborn have equal rights.
Now, in both cases, utafind that the judges, the firstborn, yeye mwenyewe anakuwa vile umesema hana pesa kama pengine thirdborn.
Yes.
Lakini unajua in families, I don't know, in African families where it happens like this, but the person in the man, the firstborn has the say, lakini the person of the man has the final say.
No, you see your money has nothing to do with our estate. Yes. The estate of our late father, for example. Your status in the society does not have any.
Yes.
You see, like the other day I was talking to another lady. Their mother passed on, so their uncles are the ones who are controlling the estates. That's illegal.
That's illegal.
Yes, because the estate is supposed to be controlled by the members of the family. You remember, like Gashagwa?
Yes.
They purported they censored him because he mistreated the children of his late brother. You know, and I think that is happening in Kenya so often that if, for example, you die and your kids are young, once the brothers or the sisters take charge of the estate, when the kids grow up, they don't transfer the estate to your kids. They want to continue milking.
And before you even go on further, someone is wondering what is an estate, because we hear it a lot. The estate of and also it's a term that is mostly used in our dosi. Because I remember there's a friend of mine who passed away. I think it's the mother or somebody passed away in the family, and I was asking them, liquid mass itakuwa wapi? Akanambia liquid.
What is liquid? Liquid mass.
Liquid mass.
Yeah, but liquid mass. How can liquid be a mass at the same time?
Mtu ananiambia hiyo ni watu wadosi bana. See, you know, we don't do those watu waende Holy Family Basilica. Nitoka twende kanisani huko mashinani.
Lakini kama huko unaenda kanisa Holy Family Basilica, why are you going there when you are dead?
No.
I mean, no, tell me honestly. If you are never gone to church, why do they force you to go to church when you die?
No, Masana. And that also comes with the entitlement.
So,
the entitlement of
the rich boys. So, for example, if my father dies and I have a good pocket. I go to church.
Yes.
The church which my father never went takes that body and does all that which the members does. It's not like
by the
and if somebody who is not poor, who is poor, not rich, a member is in that church and dies, they cannot take that body. So it's a double standard in a church also. You see. Anyway, we are getting to church, but now we have come there. We are in a family.
Now, is feeling of entitlement that it has now, from where I see it is ruining a lot of many firstborns in this world, because in this African setup, most of them again will now cheat.
It's not enough.
Because I'm entitled, because my dad is a billionaire, my dad is a hustler. He has this farm in Ushango. He has this farm somewhere there in PC. This is going to be mine. So unapata wana relax. Unapata amesha kuja, and you get even. I saw another firstborn. Amefika point, because with the entitlement, especially with us Titans, we say that the matrimonial home of the father and the mother is supposed to belong to the last born, to the young son. But unapata kama kuna vitu zingine
inapiganiwa.
Unapata sasa bala firstborn akubali nyumba ya huyu anataka hiyo.
And that's why it's not very good to die a poor man. Na unajua ukiwa a poor man wanga upigani
mambo ina flow.
Ukiona mtu amekufa leo amezikwa kesho kutwa, huyo ana kitu.
Story yake imeisha.
Ana kitu.
Hana pesa.
Ukiwa na mali lazima upigani.
Lazima utoke. At least
usikie mama ametokelezea hapo, amesema huyu mtu alipata mtoto na yeye nikiwa class 2. Na mtoto wako hapa amekuwa akimsupport.
Hata kama uko na support.
Yani lazima kuwe na vitu kama hiyo.
You know,
kama mzai mwingine before I tell you what I say, because ulikuwa umeuliza mzai mwingine alipass akaambia wazee before akufe alikuwa mgonjwa, akawaambia akaita wazee akawaambia sitaki kukaa kwa fridge sana sababu nikiangalia nikikufa which is eminent nitakaa kwa fridge, so naomba ukisikia nimekufa hivi fanya mpango ya kunizika haraka.
Why?
Because alikuwa kuna watoto wengi sana nje, wengi yani kama 20, 30, 40, 50 watoto wengi, lakini alikuwa na wafeed wote. So akawaambia wazee, bwana mimi hata akawachinjia akawaambia make sure sitakaa kwa fridge. Unajua wazee nao ni brilliant You know what they did? Wakati alikufa mazishi ikatangazwa ni ya Friday. Si wameweka kwa mtandao ni ya Friday. On Monday night wakamchukua. Wakaenda wakatengeneza kaburi. Wakanunua simiti. Simiti ilikuwa inachanganywa simiti na mchanga kidogo. By 6 AM tulikuwa wamemzika on a Tuesday. Family inaleta family gani?
The rest of the family wives.
So wife already wamemwambia hapa kutakuwa na vita. So tufanye nini? Tutamzika hivi. So akamzika na ikaendelea kutangazwa ya kwamba mazishi ni ya Friday. So on Friday watu walikuja kucelebrate
life yake.
Waenga wazee.
And wajanja sana. Lakini Sir Georges, wewe msee ame-manage kuimba hivyo. But how many times do we really get through this level of entitlement of especially the family members and the firstborn per se? You know?
Now,
because the firstborn believes that every decision he's supposed to make,
he's supposed to be involved by the mother and the father. We are calling it's called entitlement. You don't actually deserve it, but you feel entitled to it.
But it is connected by your parents. They can refuse.
You know, as I said, all my kids have equal rights.
Yes.
Whether you are firstborn, secondborn, or thirdborn. Now, with some people, they will look at how much you invest in a family. If it's a company, how much you're involved. Because there is no way one son will be working for the family company,
yes,
and you are working for our South African country,
yes,
and then you expect to have equal shares.
Equal share of the company.
Yeah. So if my lastborn is working with me in the company, is the one growing the company, and you are working with a South African company, I have told you to come and we work together. You have said no, that there is more money here. Then you only have a small portion in my company. The one who is working there ought to have more shares. He is entitled to that.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And it is your debate.
But my other son will say he will feel entitled to sharing the same in the same percentage.
Yes.
You get?
Yes.
Especially if he's a firstborn.
And is it supposed to be that way? For instance, like you have told us clearly that you had all your children you will need, all of them. I hope that is the way you will write it too.
Now, the will. You see, will, let me tell you, the problem with the will these days, people are challenging the will. So you can write your will with black and white. You can write it with blue if you want.
Yes.
But even your kids can come and challenge that will.
What are the chances?
Reason being, they will say when you are writing the will, you are medulla of Langata was with that. It was with that. Your mental faculties were not functional. So people can challenge the will.
Now, Sajotis,
how do you think people should, if, for example, you want your property, because most properties in Kenya, now you ask for the estate.
Yes.
Now, your property belongs to you.
Yes.
As long as you are alive. Now, if, for example, I have a piece of land,
yes,
my sons, I can refuse to give them a portion. I can sell my land and enjoy my money all alone. I can sell my car.
But you have to trust them. You have to trust them.
No.
If I have a property,
if a kid is below 18 years,
yeah, you can go ahead.
If it's below 18 years, that child is protected. What you have belongs to him. So they can say you cannot sell land. They can go because that is they depend on your
estate.
Your estate.